Central Road students, it's Mrs. Van Winkle, your principal. Today I'd like to share the PBIS data from the month of November. I will also be reviewing a cool tool of engaging in virtual learning. We all know the WOLF rules here are to be respectful, responsible, and safe. This applies to both the virtual and in-person classrooms. I'd like to take a few minutes to talk about engaging in virtual learning. Engagement means participation. It's important that when you are in a virtual learning classroom, that you continue to participate in both discussions and learning activities, just as you would if you were in an in-person classroom here at Central Road. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about being responsible within a virtual classroom. I mentioned that it's important that each one of you are engaged in virtual learning. One of the ways that you can do that is to be sure to participate in classroom discussions. This can be done in a variety of ways. Some of your teachers may ask you to raise your hands, unmute your microphone, and share your thoughts and ideas with the classroom. There will be other times where your classroom teacher is going to ask you to think about what you're discussing in class and will ask you to participate and share your thoughts through hand signals. Your teachers are going to be giving you more explicit details about how to use hand signals in order to engage in discussions within the classroom. An example of a hand signal is to do this with your hand to show that you agree with something that the teacher or another student states within the classroom. This will keep you engaged within the learning activities, and it will allow your teacher to know your thoughts and ideas while you're participating. We want you to continue to be respectful while you are in the virtual classroom. We encourage each one of you to turn on your cameras. Your teachers want to see what you are doing while you're participating in virtual learning. You'll see that there's a photograph on this slide of the Central Road Wolf. That's an example of what my screen looks like when my camera is turned off. If I was participating in a lesson, the teacher would not know what I was doing because they are not able to see me on the screen. Part of teachers supporting students during learning is that we need to be able to see what you're working on and to identify if you're able to understand the concepts. And that can easily be done by viewing what you are doing while learning. You'll see that there's a second photograph on this slide where there's a picture of me showing that I agree with the teacher. Someone asked me if I thought Central Road was the best school, and I definitely agree with that. Hand signals can be used without unmuting your microphone. And again, your teachers are going to give you more information about hand signals. But it's important that you keep your cameras on so that we can see what you're thinking and how you're engaging in the learning activities. I'd like to review safety in relation to the virtual classroom as well. All of you have been taught about online safety. Your teachers have provided you with specific websites that are approved by our school district and your classroom teachers. It's important that you continue to utilize only these websites, especially while you're using a District 15 device. I also encourage you to apply these same skills to your personal devices. First, it's important that your phones and iPads are turned off during the school day, just as we would expect if you were here at Central Road. Those can be a distraction during virtual learning. Keep those devices off and use them appropriately. just as if you would a District 15 device. Let's talk about our PBIS data. Our goal is to have 95% of our students without a major. During the month of November, we had 7 majors. 7 students were responsible for those majors, which means that 99% of the students here at Central Road did not have a major. Way to go. I am so proud of you. Let's take a look at the reasons for the majors. We had 4 majors for physical aggression. That means that students were not keeping their hands and feet to themselves. Remember, right now we're in the midst of a pandemic, and it's important that we maintain 6 feet of distance between one another to keep us safe. With a 6-foot distance between 2 people, it would be impossible to touch another student. So keep yourself safe and all of your friends and classmates safe as well, and keep 6 feet of distance between you and others. And secondly, I want to remind you to utilize your coping strategies if you're feeling frustrated if something doesn't go the way that you planned. Next, we had 1 major for profanity. Remember, you need to use kind words with one another. And if it's not something that you would say to one of the staff members here at Central Road, that language does not belong in our building or in the virtual classroom. We had 1 major related to a technology violation. Right now, technology is what's keeping us connected. We need to be sure to use it appropriately and to apply the Central Road rules while we're in the virtual classroom. We continue to learn about how to make technology enhance the learning environment, which is what we want to be focused on. And we had 1 major for another reason. Let's take a look at our grade level data. Kindergartners had 0 majors. Way to go, kindergartners. First graders had 0 majors. Way to go, first graders. Second graders had 1 major. Third graders had 1 major. Fourth graders had 0 majors. Way to go, fourth graders. I'm so proud of you. Fifth graders had 4 majors, and 6th graders had 1 major. The location of the majors was as follows. We had 3 majors on the playground. Remember, recess is a time where you are able to take a brain break from learning and enjoy your friends and classmates. It's important to follow the expectations both in our building, outside of our building, and in the virtual classroom. We had 3 majors in the classroom. Remember, your parents want you to get a great education, and so does every staff member here at Central Road. Please follow the expectations. And we had 1 major on the bus. You only have a short bus ride home. It's important that you follow the rules from the moment that you leave your home to the moment that you return back home at the end of the day. Finally, I am happy to share with you that the Central Road students are going to get to participate in a school-wide celebration. This one's going to be a lot of fun and can be done in your home. We are going to have a winter scavenger hunt, and your teacher will explain the activity in detail, and you will participate in it during the week of December 14th. You'll be asked to find items around your home that relates to the clues within the scavenger hunt, and you'll only have 30 seconds to find them. Have fun. Remember, Central Road students, it's important to be respectful, responsible, and safe. We care about your education, and we know that you do too. Make it a great day.